All right, so we're going to continue doing what we started yesterday, but real quick, I'll kind of preface it with what I said yesterday. It's like this is very sport jiu-jitsu, what we're going over. It's how to avoid giving up points. So maybe this probably still is the proper way, but probably maybe not the best way if you're in like a street fight or something like that. This is purely, we're looking at sport jiu-jitsu right now. It's to save points. With that being said, we have an unproportionally high amount of like white belts tonight. So if you guys want to drill like side control escape or mount escape or something more simple that's going to be a little more needed for you right now, feel free to do that. I'll help you with that on the side too. But for everyone else, or if you guys are lower belts and you still want to work on this, feel free to do this. But so what we started yesterday was for competition. So I think by now everyone knows if her legs are in between us, in the two of us, she has a guard. If I pass her legs, I passed her guard, and this is when I get points. But I don't get points until I establish a position. So side control, knee on belly, mount, or the back. I have to establish it for 3 seconds before I get any points. So if I come over here and I get to side control here, 1, 2, 3, then I get points. But in that 1, 2, 3, if she escapes, then I don't get any points. Does that make sense? So what we're doing today is I'm going to teach you guys how to, we're going to start going into turtling. So we get to the turtle position to save the points. And so turtle isn't good. They forced me to go to something that's less good for me. So in competition terms, they'll get what's called an advantage, which is less than a point. So if points are tied, then they would go to the advantages to decide who wins the fight. And this would get an advantage, but 1 point beats 50,000 advantages. It's not even a point. It counts as less than a point, but just keep that in mind. It's better to give up an advantage than 3 points for the guard pass. So you guys can kind of pick your own passes, do every pass you know. If you want to try a different one that maybe you don't know, I'll kind of give you the real quick 80-20 on how to do it so that the person on bottom can kind of see the different styles. But basically, as she's passing here, I want to roll away from her this direction here, and I want to start doing what's called the turtle position here. So if I stay here, like I said, she gets 3 points here. But before the 3 seconds are up, if I can push her off me and get here to the turtle, she only gets an advantage and no points right here. So what turtle is basically is I'm on all fours, knees and elbows, and I want to get tight ball and tuck my elbows inside right here. I just want to try to save anything sticking out is an attack for her. She can start getting her hooks. She can attack the arm. She can attack my neck. So I want to clam up like this. And this is it for now. We're just getting started with how to do this. So, and basically any pass. So all the stuff we went over earlier in the week with like the leg or the leg weave style here, where we were like inverting and rotating through, that's kind of like the only area it doesn't really apply. So all the other passes, so I'll just do a pass. Boom, she starts going here. I can start pushing and fighting and rolling here. I just want to roll away from her and get in tight right here. So conceptually, it's easy. It's easy to understand. We just want to roll away and get to the turtle. But doing it is harder because you got to figure out not to leave limbs out, not to leave any grips that are going to stop you. When they do try to stop you, you got to fight through it, use your core, turn over, and get safe. Any questions on this? So I think what you're saying is, so just being past her guard, I passed her guard. This is points here, but I have to hold it for 3 seconds. So I either have to get down here and get a side control for 3 seconds, or if I got all the way down here and I got a perfect side control, but in 2 seconds she explodes out, boom. Even if it's recovering her guard, she got out of that, and I didn't hold it for 3 seconds, so I don't get points. You don't lose the points, you just don't ever get the points. Once you get the points, they're yours. Make sense? Any other questions? So let's play around with this. I did this for the first time ever yesterday. It turned out pretty well. Got a lot of good questions and I'm starting to build a little bit of way of teaching this. All right, grab partners. Ready?